Yo, what's up, Churro? Oh, unfortunate. Thanks for stopping by, though. Appreciate it. Hope you have a good day out and about. I am cracking myself open a cold root beer float. I'm excited. Everything's working, though. Like, over a week. Miss it. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, so we're gonna do some VOD reviews. X, and we're gonna drink some root beer float. Have a good time. Enjoy a nice, relaxing Sunday treat. You know, for a week of yard work, sounds great. Good. Ah. Oh. We'll switch it over. Hello. Let's find a VOD to review. Oh, this is Diamond 3 console. Ooh, let's try this Vanguard main one. Let's see what this is about. We have, holy, all the characters. All right, this should be good. Oh, check it out. Root beer float. Classic. What's up, Jake? How's it going? What's a root beer? A root beer it's a specific type of soda. It's non-alcoholic. It's a specific type of soda that it's made from a specific root that has its own flavor. I can't remember what the root is called. But what's it taste like? I don't know how to describe it. Because it's so unique. But then you fill up a mug with ice cream, like vanilla ice cream. Then you pour in the root beer. Very, very good. Very, very. Because then it's like frozen. So you see like the brown part is like it's like frozen bubbles. So nice. Cream soda is also delicious. What's up, Firelord? I'm indeed back for a random Sunday. I guess before we start, I also want to check out my farmer's tan. It is the most farmer's tan you'll ever see. My arm ready? Look how crazy that is. It's so bad. It's quite rough. But that happens, you know? All right. I think I lost 2 out of the last 10. Jeez. You're on a roll. Have you been playing Strange consistently, or do you just like switch to Strange? Oh, what's up, Caesar? Though I can't stick around yet. No worries. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Good luck with your Sunday. Hope you have a good one. Oh, got 180 ping. Oh my. Played punny last match. We had too many tanks. Ooh. So I've really been enjoying playing Bucky. I've just been playing like quick play. I'm just playing Bucky. And it's been really fun. I haven't really played much Bucky before. I've been enjoying it. So I was playing Bucky. I was playing Squirrel Girl. I was playing who else? There's another character. Hornet. Wish I could bring up the hero pool. Characters. Who was it? There was somebody else. Iron Man. I've been playing a little bit of Iron Man. Maybe that's who it was. Yeah, I think that's it. But it's been fun. It's been relaxing. Like, just get on and brain dead play some Squirrel Girl. At Central Park, gonna enjoy Angela if they don't counter swap. Yeah, right. They don't counter swap in Angela. Time to add more root beer. My root beer float. Oh, okay. Ah, so good. Alright, every time I play, my teams drive me so mad. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Firelord. I think I can hit Celestial in 2 weeks if I don't stack. 2 weeks? Oh my. That work-life balance. Okay, this is the right player, right? I think we're ready. Are you guys ready? Are we all caught up and ready to go? All right, here we go. I don't treat myself often. I've been working hard. Here we go. Quick song. Hello everybody, welcome back to another VOD review. Today we have a Diamond Vanguard main. I think they played like 4 tanks this game. Because it feels like I've hit a wall and more than half the time I'm not sure where I can improve. Hoping someone here can be ruthless and tell me what I should work on to win more games. Don't hold yourself back. I know I need to improve, just not sure at what at the moment. Okay, so a little bit about myself. My peak is Celestial 1. I'm mostly main Hulk, but I've also played Emma, Cap, Angela, pretty much all the tanks at least a little bit, and then I've coached all of the tanks at this point. So, yeah, let's go. Let's see what we can do. First, I see we're at 180 ping. Try to play on your own servers. I know some people, you just can't get games on your servers, is what it is. Try to lower that number. Try to not play on Wi-Fi. Try to use Ethernet if possible. If your modem is all the way across the house, look into a power line adapter. With that all said, let's go and see what we can do anyway. This is console. I don't like that you're this far up. It can technically work, but scary. Okay. Not bad. Gotta be careful with that jump there. Out. Okay, if they're letting you get away with it, that's fine. Okay, we get some kills. Nice. So far, so good. I did not like that. Uh-oh. Nice. So far, I like your whole gameplay. So far. All right, we're down a tank. We're down a Jeff, excuse me, a support. Time to back out. We're helping our team back out. Bubble, get out. Hang a little bit. Yo, don't go in. Uh-oh. Not good. Actually, good exile. Let him sit there. Oh, okay. That's... Yeah. What's the plan here? Almost. Oh, get her. Get the kill. Get the kill. Nice. Okay, not terrible. Kill. Nice. Get out. Yo, I'm happy so far. There's a couple little things we could talk about, but I want to see if it's a pattern so far. I haven't seen a pattern emerge yet. Oh, I loved that. That was great. Try to exile the support. I don't like this. You're overstaying your welcome. Okay. I think you get out there, but not because you were supposed to, but because thing is no longer there. Okay, Jeff's dead. Both your supports are dead. Just get out here, hopefully. Don't do this. Oh, no. Okay. So this is the first, like, major mistake that I'm seeing. Whenever, okay. Couple factors to keep in mind here. First of all, both of your supports died, right? That's huge. Your other tank died, and a DPS died, right? So it's 2v6 right now. This is a really common thing that happens at, like, lower elo, like, low GM and below, right? Where you guys are clearly at a giant disadvantage. And instead of just being like, this is a lost fight and either dying immediately or getting all the way out, people try to, like, live. And they try to, like, fight around the edges. What's up, Denny? But that's going to just cause staggers. A lot of people think that staggers are, I'm going to go in 1v6, which definitely that does cause a stagger. But that's usually not what happens. What happens is people overstay their welcome in a long fight. What I'm guessing here is you're going to go through the portal. You're going to hang out for a little. They're going to find you before your team is ready. And then you're going to die anyway. Now, I know your Star-Lord is ulting. But he's making a dumb play and he wasted his ult. He killed an invis. But now you're going to die 10 seconds later anyway. And now this is exactly what happens, right? Instead of just getting out, regrouping with your team, saying, okay, the Star-Lord's stupid. I can't control that character, but I can control Hulk, right? So I'm going to get out. I'm going to regroup with my team and then attack. Now we don't do that. Star-Lord dies and is now staggered. Jeff now comes in to help us, but we're probably still going to die anyway. Unless the enemy team is really, really bad. We die anyway. And now our team is going to fight 4v6 for a while again and stagger again. And then Star-Lord's going to get back. By the time Star-Lord gets back, another person's going to die. And we're just going to lose this whole first point because we didn't just get out. It sounds weird, but just die or get out whenever the situation's like that bad on your team. What's up, Denny? How's it going? Join the random Sunday stream. Hope you're doing all right. Okay, your Jeff gets 2 kills. Good, Exile. You gotta bubble yourself. But that's sometimes Jeff just kills everybody. We take those. Right, where does this go bad? We're on Thor now. Made a new Twitch account. Nice. Okay. I don't like our target priority here. Uh-oh. So let's talk a little bit about target priority. Target priority this season is like particularly strange. I don't mind chilling back here, and you know, you're kind of trying to fight off the Iron Fist, but you do have a support ult going on, so it's not really necessary. I'd try to find the person who is like most vulnerable, right? So you could think about it in a couple ways. A lot of the times right now, a DPS is actually the most vulnerable. Bucky's not super vulnerable. So if there was like a Punisher back here, that would be great. But there isn't. So I would be trying to fight the Invis or the Luna and try to pull out some of their defensive cooldowns, right? So Invis can push you away, Luna can freeze you, and you have your ult. So if you go in and attack them early, you get their stuff out, then you can ult, and they don't have anything for it, right? Which is kind of what we're trying to do here, but doesn't quite work. We still get the kill on the Luna, so nice job there. What's up, Get Ben? How's it going? Yeah, a little bit better prep here. Also, I do want to just point out that the reason you guys didn't lose first point earlier was because your Jeff used an aggressive support ult. And then they had a huge ult advantage. The reason your Jeff had to use the aggressive support ult is because you and Star-Lord staggered and tried to stay in a losing fight, right? So that consequence of staying is why you guys lost this fight right here. I love that we swapped to Strange to Portal, by the way. I love this. A lot of people don't do that. Go quick. Okay, just leave. Yeah, go. Good. Excellent. I love it. Back to Hulk. I had cap gameplay. Oh no. Oh no. Denny, you're right. If you have time for it, for sure. Uh-oh. Get out. Your Jeff is dead. Get out. No, don't do this. Okay, so there's been a couple small moments like this where I'm saying like, oh, don't do that. If you rank up, you're going to be playing against other people who have also ranked up, who are better, right? And if you make those little decisions like this, that is enough to get you killed in higher elo. So be very careful when you're playing down one support. This shield, I don't really agree with. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is not good. You're just gonna get punished. So make sure we know there's a setting in here. If you go to settings, then audio, combat mix, and then scroll down a little, KO sound cue. This is off by default. Turn up both of these so every time one of your teammates dies, it makes a sound and it's audible. It's much easier because the only real problem here is that we didn't realize that we're playing down one, right? We're down our Jeff. By the time Jeff gets back, we're already dead. So, oh, good stuff, Get Ben. Uh-oh. Get out. Oh my. Yeah, he's CC immune in that, unfortunately. So, what could we have done here? This was kind of a mess here. So we stagger, and then we come back, and our team is staggering, and we're really split up. Then our Jeff has a really bad ult, and our Star-Lord has a decent ult. Then they invis ult, then they Bucky ult. And really, this whole thing is a like, it's a pretty brutal cycle, right? So how do we break out of things like this? A couple things. First, you could, the one option here is, again, just like let this point go. Prioritize grouping up with your team more, because you're probably going to lose this anyway. And if you try to live and like stay here on this point, you're going to lose the point anyway. And then you'll also lose the payload going all the way down to here. Right? So that's one option. If you're going to contest it anyway, which, to be honest, I probably would in your situation, you need to pick the target who has the highest value to you, right? And so here we kind of like, we shoot Bucky, but we miss the Luna, right? Luna actually isolates herself. I would be all over this Luna, because then if you're on the Luna, now the Thor is going to try to peel you off, and the Bucky's going to peel you off, and that's going to give space, and then it's going to push everybody together for the Jeff ult, right? That doesn't quite happen. Is what it is. The next thing, if you notice, just kind of this whole fight, we're just kind of lost. We're just like punching random things, right? We punched the Bucky a little bit. We punched the Thor a little bit. Now we're going to try to punch the Bucky again. Miss. Now we're going to try to punch. At least we stick with Bucky, right? Miss our exile. So try to pick one target and like really, really stick with them if you can. But yeah, be careful. Y'all hit gym 3. Nice! Good stuff. Get bend. Your heart stuck flat for 5 seasons. Oh, I'm glad I could help you out, Get bent. But you always had it in you. Played the 10 ranked placement games for the first time since like season 6. Having Dino Band every single game is so good. I'm glad you're enjoying No Dino Tooth. Yeah, he's definitely worth a ban for sure. He's just annoying to deal with. Alright, so now we're on Venom. Let's see what's the plan with Venom. I like the melee weaving. That's good. We've at least seen some things. I hate this. Good stuff, Jake. Congrats. Yeah, I don't mind this. The Luna's AFK? Okay. This is an interesting game. There's a lot of weird things happen. Bloody just sucks? True. Played an infuriating game on my ult. Okay, they're just gonna let you do that. Bro, what is your Jeff doing? Okay. I mean, if it works. I feel like you have a better idea of what to do on Venom than on Hulk. You're okay. See, the problem with this. Oh, please don't ult. Oh, okay. So let's talk about space for a second, okay? So the concept of space in a game like this, you can think about it as any area of the map that your team can walk through unopposed, right? So this area, very solidly controlled by green team, by your team. This area, pretty solidly controlled by green team, right? All down here. This area is solidly controlled by red team. This area here is like kind of contested, okay? Now, why am I mentioning that is because whenever you want to push forward and take space, it has to be space that you can actually hold, right? So the big idea of space is you can be there and not take damage. You can't be here and not take damage because this is right here. Like the Bucky can stand here and just shoot you and you literally can't do anything about it, right? So this space, you literally can't hold it. So the only time you're going to engage right here is if there's people who are like straggling and they're like 1 health already. Like that's pretty much it. In general, you want to like draw a line about here and just not cross it. And then once people cross over it, now you can attack them in like this area and push them this way. And then they retreat back to here and it's like, okay, they're fine. And we retreat back to our space. So here we waste a full dive and our ult. And like, I know you could say like, oh, but I almost got the kill. It's like, yeah, but even if you got the kill, they're just going to respawn here. And then exactly what I said happens. Bucky walks back into an area where you can't do anything about him, hooks you, and then almost kills you, right? Thank the Lord for tenacity when it actually works. So. Okay. I would just get out here. Yeah. Good Lord. Bucky going crazy. That's really unfortunate. Okay. Nice. See, imagine an ult right now, right? An ult right here, you would kill the Invis, which you already killed. You would definitely kill the Luna, and you would just win this point. This would be great. Fortunately, we don't have it, so we have to make do without it. Yay, tenacity. Not for whole. Ooh, okay. So yeah, I think we're alright. Dang. Yeah, literally, if you just ulted there, you would have won the point. But instead, we ulted in their spawn, not doing anything. So really, like... Now they touch point. Ooh. Don't C9? Okay, they C9'd. You C9? Good recognition to get back. Amazing. Oh no, he's doing it again. He's doing it again. Yeah, Venom doesn't touch point when he's in his ult. That's really unfortunate. So yeah, so far like your ult timing really needs to have some work. Ooh. All right, now let's see how we do on attack. Okay. I like this. This is good. Okay, bubble. Or, I don't know what you call that ability. I always forget. Like bonus health. Overshield, maybe? Alright, so this is not good. Let's go back a little to the beginning of this fight, right? Let's watch what happened when we dove in. So let's watch this slow. So you dive in, you're a diver, right? And we land right here. And that immediately pulls attention. The Bucky's over here. The Luna's down here. Nobody's paying attention. Bucky turns away and he gets killed, right? That's because you dove in at this point. Because he wouldn't have been standing here because he had cover. And then you brought him out. So that's great. Good execution, right? Unfortunately, we don't look around and see that this Luna is actually like just free. She TP'd over to here and isolated herself again, which is sad. So always make sure you look around, observe what the enemy team is doing, and then like react based on that. And then here we engage the backline, which is great. We cut off their tank. Their tank has to pull backwards. So now our team can push in. Back to that concept of space, right? We make space for our team because now our team can walk forward without taking shots, right? So this is great, especially because we can actually survive as Venom. So we use our overhealth, right? Now our overhealth is gone, and let's check out our cooldowns. We still have swing, but our overhealth is gone. So right here, what you want to do as Venom is, I don't mind this, You can poke on the front line a little bit, get a little bit of damage, especially because you guys are up so much. The better thing to do here would just be to start setting up your next dive already, right? You've given your team a huge advantage, so just drop down here. If you go to here, start climbing up, and then slam in again, just like you did. But what you're doing here is you're overstaying your welcome, and you're playing more like a Magneto or a Groot or something like that, which is just not what Venom does. And like the person that you tried to dive here is Hulk, and it doesn't really... Hulk has all of the tools to deal with Venom diving on it, right? He can exile you, he can bubble, he can jump away, he has a ton of health. So you really have to pick the right targets and places to dive in. So because of that, even though we had a huge advantage, right? We killed their Bucky, and I think maybe somebody else died. Well, the Luna was separated. So we had a huge advantage here, but because we chose the wrong place to dive, we just lose out on that advantage. It's bonus health officially. Oh, okay. Thank you, Firelord. Appreciate it. Venom is... Yeah, now we're just going in through the front. This is not what Venom does. If you want to do this, you can play Hulk like this. Oh, Jake found it too. Thank you. Sorry. Sorry I missed it. I'm rusty at streaming, apparently. Ready. Now we're going to switch. What are we going to? Now we're on Magneto. Okay, you're playing like Magneto anyway. Oh, hang on. Okay, back on Venom. All right, so we're down 2. Do we know we're down 2? Apparently not. Okay. All right, so once again, let's walk this back and just show you. Let me explain the concept of dive, okay? Now this applies to Venom and Hulk and Captain America and all the DPS divers and everything like that, okay? So when we dive into the back line, what we're doing is we're fighting the war on the attention economy, okay? So what I mean by that is these people are now going to give you their attention, right? So you see Luna is going to look at you, White Fox is going to look at you, Bucky's going to look at you, and maybe even Rocket, right? So now you have 4 people looking at you. And you're Venom, so you have your overshield, and you have your swing, your get out of jail free card, right? So you can deal with 4 people looking at you. Now what's the benefit of doing this? Is if 4 people are looking at you, that means there's 2 people over here that are fighting a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 v2, right? This is actually great. Now, the problem is everything's so separate, right? And they're ulting. So if you would have waited for your team to be right here, because right now, again, like, you're a tank, right? You have the abilities, the cooldowns, you have the big health bar to deal with 4 people looking at you. And so do these people, right? These people have a bunch of tools to deal with that. Now, if your whole team was here, kind of what we saw earlier, if your whole team was here, and then you do this, now your team can walk forward and start shooting these people in the back, right? This White Fox is in melee form. So your Jeff could be spraying her down. Your Star-Lord can be shooting her from the side because they're paying attention to you. So I think this was a good, mechanically good dive. It was just timed poorly, right? So really pay attention to that timing, and so your team can take advantage of the space that you're making as a dive tank, right? Here, you're probably dead. Okay, get the health pack. Nice. Oh, unfortunate.
Get that vehicle moving again. Goodbye. You shall not be harmed. Damage sustained. Need assistance.
Nice. Hang on. We got a real Magneto here. Let's go. A little bit of a premature bubble, but not bad. Yeah, let's see if we find the loot. Hopefully. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not what you want to.
I am ready to
Fortunately, we don't have our ult yet. Okay. Hang on, let him cook. Let him cook. Unfortunate. I mean, fair enough. They already used Luna ult. Not the worst. It would be nice to have it for this, but I mean, it's not end all be all, I suppose. Could work. Got exiled. Oh, get the rocket. Oh, so close. Nice attempt. Actually, great. I'm pretty sure you killed the White Fox there because of what you did. And you survived. Good use. Bro, your mech is pretty good. Turn the corner. And now it's dead. Okay. We're forced to portal. Stand in front of him. Oh. Okay, whenever somebody else on your team is strange portaling, I don't care what character you are, you need to stand in front of them. Like, this Hulk is going to come exile him. And if you're standing in front of him, you can body block it. Especially as Magneto. Magneto, you have your shield, you have your bubble. You can... Your body's big. Please stand in front of him. Good. Thank the Lord. Okay. Waited for the last second, though. Scared me. Jeff. So that's a weird game, man. That was a weird game. The one thing I'll say, we talked about a couple things, but we really need to start working on knowing where our team is and fighting as a team, right? So if our team is all dead, just get out, wait for our team, fight together, then we dive in, right? Making sure our team can take advantage of the plays we make. And then if you want to really take it to the next level, I want you to start looking for those opportunities to punish the enemy team. We saw a couple times the Luna isolated herself. We saw a couple times where you were getting ready to use your Hulk ult, but you didn't get out any of the defensive abilities that the enemy team has before you use your ult, right? So you're going to get less value out of it. So looking for those ways to set up big plays and get it going, and then sticking with your team, and so it all works together. Other than that, I think it looks pretty good. Not bad. Just keep at it. Yeah. If you have any other questions, let me know in the comments or on the YouTube video or on the Reddit or the Discord or anything else. So take care. God bless. Catch you guys next time. Bye. All right. Mistiming? Sure, that'll work. How's your guys' Sunday going? In an NPC war in Baldur's Gate. Oh boy, that's a game that I haven't really gotten into. Heard good things though. That's a lot. That one. What is this one? Ooh, thing in Magneto. That was fun. We went to Grandpa's house and Junior partied until 10 p.m. My goodness, that's late for a 2-year-old. Ben, have your games been good this season? What's your peak? Is your peak Gem 2 now? Had 2 naps for a total of 3 hours. My goodness. And the nap days. Nap days. Post nap for so long now. I forgot they existed. GM3 peak so far? Games are very one-sided. That's what I've experienced. There hasn't been many close games. I was playing with Valk. I was playing with Valk the other day. And it was in like low diamond, I think. And we had one game that was actually kind of back and forth. By the end of it, we crushed, but we started off terrible. But like most of it, it's like this team is crushing or that team is crushing. I hit 12 game win streaks, then 3 losses of stumps. My mag tried to ban Penny. Oh boy. GM1? Hello? What's going on? Oh, this is so good. Easy to rage bait people into surrenders and throws. Yeah, it really is. I used to really like going Angela for Penny, but I don't do that anymore, unfortunately. Too many Angela counters. It's like not worth it. Maybe I could try. Morale is at an all-time low. It really is. I don't know what's going on. I was playing a Rocco on my main, and I was solo tanking on Hulk, and my teammate started screaming at me to get off Hulk because we need a shield tank. We need a Magneto. There wasn't like a Punisher or a Phoenix or anything, and I was like, what's going on? And then I switched because I wasn't doing great on Hulk, and I was like, I'm gonna play Cap. So it's just a Cap, and then he came on and started screaming like, you want Cap? Ah! I'm sitting in spawn. I'm sitting in spawn. And I was like, oh, okay. And then he just sat in spawn for the whole game. Great. What's up, Pika? How's it going? Why do these people have the mental fortitude of a piece of lint? Yeah, it's bad. I don't know what's going on this season. Right, we're ready. Maybe we're not. Let me blow my nose. I kind of want to play some quick play with you guys today if people want it. Or we can just do reviews. There's also one guess the rank. Excuse me. Like that. I witnessed a Bucky try 1v6 with ult like 3 times in a row. Got deleted instantly and the support sided with him. Guess solo tank. Oh boy. Oh boy. Boy, that's no bueno. I've been playing Bucky and like I have fallen into the trap of ulting 1v6. It's happened to me. But I'm also playing quick play and I have like 2 hours on Bucky. Maybe not even. And then after I did it twice, I was like, oh right. And then I stopped doing it. Crazy how that works, right? All right. Who's ready? Hello, everybody. We have another Diamond Tank VOD to review. Is it just me? This is console Diamond 3. So I recently had this match in the museum, and I know I made plenty of mistakes. I've noticed some of them myself watching the VOD, but I tried my best in this one. The invis on our team was also pinging for help constantly because she was getting dove, and no matter how hard I tried, there were lots of times I couldn't save her because I was also needed up at the front. I ended with SVP, blah blah blah. Am I the problem in this game? And if so, what could I have done differently? So, first of all, don't even bother looking at stats, honestly. They wrote a bunch of their stats and everything like that. Don't look at SVP, don't MVP, don't look at stats, don't look at damage, don't look at damage healing, don't look at damage blocked. A lot of the stats in this game are very easy to be misled by. The only time I look at stats is if, my peak is Celestial 1, and I've been coaching for a long time now. I've done, literally like almost 300 VOD reviews. So, I can look to stats to find something very specific that I'm looking for, but you're not going to look, most of the time when you look at stats, you're just going to get frustrated or cause problems. So don't look at stats, but let's go and see. I do like where your head's at though, where you were trying to peel for the invis, but you also realize that you need help on the front line. So that distinction's good. So we shall see what we can learn here. And even if, I've coached Celestial players, I've coached Eternity players, and I've coached a one above all player. And those people make mistakes as well. So there's definitely a lot we can learn for sure. This is an interesting cursor. Okay. Whatever works for you. Okay, back up. Good. A little too far for me. What's up, Churro? I have no idea, Pika. I hope I can. Yeah, that's a good point, Churro. Whoa, okay. All right, so let's back it up and watch what happened here slowly. First of all, we're playing a bit far back. I would prefer if you were a little closer to start with, especially because you have a Captain America diving in the back line. So let's go back to where we saw that. There's a little bit here. So we start here. We back up to here. This is a good. Now, I don't want you backing up any farther than this. I understand they have they have a Wolverine, which can be scary as a Magneto, but you still need to hold this ground as best as you possibly can. Sometimes you can hold just to like here. Right? You don't want to hold right on the corner. If the Wolverine wasn't in the game, right? Let's say this was, I don't know, like a Punisher or something. Then here would be perfect. Since it is a Wolverine, you want to be like here. You don't want to give up this corner for free, but you also don't want to put yourself in this position where now these two tanks can just walk forward for free, right? Hulk jumps in your back line. Now you guys all give up this space. And then Cap almost dies. Then they're in this space, right? So because we're playing a little far back, which I just don't like, and the enemy team takes advantage of that pretty quickly. Hulk is also not a character as Magneto that you can peel off. So I think Magneto is actually pretty good at peeling, better than most people think, but he just does it in a different way, right? If you think of like a Bucky who's peeling, right? If you're playing Bucky here, Bucky's gonna hook the Hulk, pull him back in, ground him, and then try to shift when he jumps out to where they headbutt, and then he's stuck in your backline, stuff like that. The way Magneto does it is he stands here where he was, Hulk jumps in, and he bubbles the person that Hulk is punching, and then goes back to shooting here for half a second, then maybe turns around again, and then pushes the Hulk back into his line. All of that you can do from here. You don't have to be right next to the Hulk. Your damage isn't going to do too much to Hulk. It's really just you bubbling your teammate if they're in danger and pushing the Hulk back in, right? So because of that, we give up this corner and then they take advantage of it. Now we're pushing back. Now the enemy team is going to turn the corner here, and now we're going to have to shield and force everything out. So make sure you know how to peel for what character. And then, yeah, you just get bodied. Whenever there's a Wolverine in the game or a Bucky, probably an Angela, you want to save your bubble for specifically that. and then use your shield, your curtain, for everything else. So you got stunned out there. I think the proper response, the only thing that would have saved you, is the curtain first, then the bubble. I think you were probably dead there anyway. Let's back up just half a second here. What's going on? So our Cap died, and our White Fox died. So our team is fighting 3v6. Our team is fighting 3v6 right now. So as a tank player, if you see this situation, what you want to do is stand at this corner, pop out and shoot, bubble if they need it, and don't move forward. Because what's going on in these players' minds right now is they're like, oh man, my team is down. I need to back up. I need to back up. There's nobody in front of me. I need to back up. There's nobody in front. Hang on. There's a Magneto here. Oh, I feel safe. I'm not going to back up anymore. Now I'm going to stay in danger, right? So just if you think about your supports as like little ducklings, they want to find you. That's exactly how it works with Mag. So stick by your corner, let them back up to you, only bubble. So like here, this would be a good bubble, right? Because your magic got pulled. So I would bubble here, and I would still stay here and just keep popping because you guys are at such a huge disadvantage. And then now our Invis has to force her jump out. Now she can't heal for a couple seconds because she's got self-heal. Now she's isolated. All of this could have been prevented just by your positioning and letting your team come back to you. Magic dies anyway. Now White Fox wastes her TP. Invis is cut off. And then these things spiral. And now we're not going to have... Wolverine takes advantage. Now we're not going to have another fight on first point. Okay, now we go Thing. That's how it is, Firelord. It is what it is. So this is another situation where our team is just split up, right? We have two supports back here in a tank. We have one tank up here. I think our DPS are in spawn. So just, you know, be that mother duck. Just get out all the way to here, and then your team will follow you. And if they don't, they'll die, and then they'll walk up to you next time. Okay? That's a... Get out. Die or get out. Die or get out as quick as possible. There we go. Okay, let's regroup. Let's have a full fight together. Okay, Cap is already dead. So honestly, in this specific situation, what you want to do, since you're down one, you don't want to fight 5v6, obviously. So look at where the cart is, okay? The cart is here. You have plenty of time before it gets to the next checkpoint. Just chill here. You know, wait. Here comes Psylocke. Just chill. Since we don't, now once again, we're going to be fighting 4v6, if possible. If red team is good. Okay, the Hulk's gonna ult. Yeah. Not terrible. Not terrible, yeah. Body blocking a Hulk as Thing, and their ult is actually really good. I feel like you wanted to ult there. Okay, don't ult. Okay, so let's talk about advantage states and disadvantage, okay? So whenever there is a... The way I want you to think about this game is either one team is at an advantage and the other team's at a disadvantage, or it's reversed, or it's neutral, okay? Whenever your team has the advantage, you want to push that advantage, take space, get kills. Whenever your team's at a disadvantage, you want to back up, give space, and regroup, okay? So whenever you're playing, what I really want you to think of as you're playing, just take like, I don't know, like 5 or 6 quick play games, okay? And at any second, maybe take a sticky note. Excuse me, I'm burping. I'm sorry. Maybe take a sticky note, right? Write down underneath your monitor, just say advantage or disadvantage. And then every once in a while, just look down and say advantage or disadvantage and figure it out. And keep that in mind. Now, how do we know who has advantage, right? There's a couple things. The first easiest thing is numbers, okay? Right now, red team is down their Hulk, and Magic lives here, maybe? Okay. So red team is down 2, and green team is together. So this is a 6v4. Obviously, green team has a huge advantage, okay? The next thing to talk about is positioning, okay? So let's assume that Magic and Hulk are actually alive, but they're over here. Which team would have an advantage? I would say this is pretty neutral, right? Nobody has a demanding position. Now, if we go back to over here, let's say your team, remember how it was earlier? You had like 3 people here, and then you had like 1 person here, and then you had 2 in spawn. Technically, it's a 6v6, but the team's not fighting together, and the enemy team had covered positions here, 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 and here, and they were pushing, right? So the enemy team would have a positional advantage here, and they could press forward, okay? And then the last thing to talk about is ult advantage. Now, it's really easy in the replay viewer because we can just see red team has 1, 2, 3, almost 4 ults. Green team has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So green team has an advantage, okay? Those are the 3 big things to keep in mind of like which team has advantage and disadvantage. So if we're tracking that stuff successfully, then we would know that there's no reason to ult right here. Right? Because our team already has a huge advantage, and we can just push this advantage and win this fight, especially because Magic already ulted, right? We're probably going to win this fight without my ult. Now, if we think about our ults, think about it as a way to where if my team's at a slight disadvantage, if I ult, we might be able to turn the table and turn a slight disadvantage into an advantage. That's how you want to think about it. So you don't want to use your ult if you're already at a huge advantage, or you're already at a huge disadvantage, because you're going to use it and the same result will happen. If you're at a huge disadvantage and you ult, you're still going to lose the fight, but now you will also not have an ult. If you're at a huge advantage like this and you use your ult, you're still going to win this fight, but now you just won't have ult for next fight, right? So now that was a lot of words. It sounds really complicated. It's not too bad. Just get used to it. As you're playing the game, say out loud, do I have advantage or do they have advantage? Track it really well. And then from there, that can help guide your decision-making process. Oh, my Lancer, please don't do this. Okay, at least you had your dash to get out. Yeah, scary. Huh, oof. Sorry, Jake. Hate to see that. I don't like this. Okay. You got to be really careful with this. I let it go earlier because the whole... So let's... Okay, by this, I mean the combo that Thing players always do is they use their dash immediately to drop down this to trap people, right? And you do your combo and try to get a kill. That worked really well in this area because your whole team was here and there's no need to run, right? Here, it's very likely that you will need this escape option within the next 10 seconds. And it's a 10-second cooldown, so it's pretty long. So be really careful with this. This should be your escape option. Even if you get the kill here, there's a good chance that you die and trade, which would be in the red team's favor because their spawn is closer. Whenever you're ulting as Thing, you have to have somebody to help you follow up on your ult, or else it's not going to really do anything. So unfortunately, our positioning is such to where we're so far out that our team can't help us follow up. Now, if you had a Magic over here, a Daredevil or something, that would be fine in this exact position. Since we don't, the better ult would be down here and like bait them back into a spot where you can do that. Oh, good body block. Good. Wolverine killed one of your supports and one of your DPS. You guys killed the tank, so we have a slight disadvantage here. Unless we can secure a kill here. Okay, now we have a pretty big disadvantage. Okay, Magic gets the kill. Get out, get out. Use that shit, get out. Oh, you are lucky. Good lord, this is a mess. This is an absolute mess. Oh, Psylocke ult. We traded support for support. Ult. Yeah, good ult. Don't mind that. Unfortunately, your team died, but I think you made the right decision there. I'm fine with that. Sometimes it doesn't play out, you know? In game. Okay. This is where we gotta say some tough things, alright? You guys need to be able to touch this point. Sometimes peeling is not the right decision. Okay, so we've noticed they have 4 people who are just like full W King on our supports, on our backline. And we're just backing up, backing up, backing up, backing up. At this point, what I would say is like, okay, me trying to push these people back and like hold the line and fight them off is not working. We're still giving up space. We're still losing team fights. And the cart is still moving. So at this point, what I would do, especially if I saw this right here, if I saw this and that, I would just go dive. I would literally just walk forward and start pushing it. Because here's what can happen, okay? Sometimes the way you can think about it is it's like a pressure relief valve, okay? I don't know if you know much about plumbing, but we're going to get into some plumbing. So let's say you have a water pipe here, okay? This is your water pipe. This is down main, okay? And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I think there's a Luna over here somewhere. 6 people looking down this water pipe. That's a lot of water. It's a lot of pressure, okay? And you're just the thing, and you're trying to put a cap on it, okay? And it's just blowing you out. Another way of doing this is to take that exact situation, right? You have main, 2, 3, 4, we'll just do 5, right? And then if you walk over here and you attack here, what is most likely going to happen is you'll at least get 2, if not 3 people to stop looking this way, okay? So let's delete that again. Good lord, my drawing skills are... So if you walk over here now with your blade, now you're going to be taking attention from the Luna, who I actually think is over here. So you have the Luna here, and then the White Fox here is looking this way. Hopefully, the Magic will be looking this way. The Wolverine's now looking this way. And the only people here are now 2, right? That's it. Just 2. So that relieves some of that pressure that's up front. And dive tanks are really, really good at this. Captain America, Hulk, Venom... You just have access to just get right on the side and like pull that attention away from the front. Sometimes you can even get these people to start peeling. Something I learned a long time ago is like if you are forcing the enemy diver to peel for you, you're winning that fight, right? So if you jump over here as thing and you start beating on this Luna and then the Hulk jumps back over here to help the Luna. Now that Hulk is no longer on your supports, but they're on their own supports. That's what I would do here, because it seems like there's just so much pressure. And that's actually exactly what happens, but you're not the one doing it, right? Your blade is doing it. You watch, your blade starts fighting these 2 supports. Both supports look here. All of a sudden now, this person gets choked off, right? He's no longer getting any healing, and he has to back up. He has no other option. And you get the kill. Don't mind that. We do have a support ult. Wolverine's terrifying. Try to stay in Rainbow Road. Rainbow Road? Get to Rainbow Road? Oh, that's so unfortunate. Okay. Whenever you hear Captain America ult on your team, he puts down Rainbow Road, right? You want to try to find it if you can. It gives you bonus. It's basically a mini support ult. Let's jump to here. So he ults. I would just start sprinting right here and start being with him. That's kind of your only option right now. It would be nice to have a portal here. On this map, you definitely can't go that way. Okay, die or get out. You really have to die or get out here. On this map specifically, this is actually a decent spot to hold if there are 6 people here. You can totally hold here and even here. But you have to have 6 people. So since our magic died and our white fox died, you have to get out and like regroup as quick as possible. Good. Yes. Just keep going. Yeah. So once again, the same thing happens, right? That happened at the very beginning. She's trying to help you. So she sticks around and reveals herself instead of being invisible and gets killed because you're here. Just get out. Just run out. Oh, don't do that. Oh, don't ult. Okay, just die. Fair enough. Gotta have a follow-up. The team is so split. Oh, they double support ulted. That's huge. Go. And then we double support ult. Damn, this blew our giant advantage. Oh, we have. Oh, nice. Get the kill. Okay. Okay. Do it unless they portal. This is low diamond though. Nobody likes to portal. There we are. Alright, let's jump to attack and see how attack goes. Don't like this. I don't like this at all. Let's talk about line of sight, right? So, whenever you're playing Thing or any tank, you need to always keep in mind 2 different lines of sight, okay? Let's jump up to here. We'll look at this view, okay? So you need to think of the line of sight of the enemies, right? They can all see you right here. And your healers, okay? These people need to be able to see you. So be careful of these corners, on these hard corners on this map. You want to use the correct side, right? If you're here, now you can have them, you can peek out. Here, let's use purple. It'll be easier to see, I think. You're here. If you peek out, you can take some damage and then scoop back in to stop taking damage, right? If you turn the corner here, now you can no longer scoot all the way back around, right? It'll take you a second. You can get pulled out, and you cut off line of sight for your supports. Which is exactly what happens here, right? We scoot forward. Our supports haven't turned the corner yet. Our health goes down a ton. Now we're forced to use our shift to get, or our RB, our dash to get out because we just rushed it a little bit. Do you have a ping for telling people to swap to Strange and TP? Really? That's a good idea. It's so good. Portaling's actually amazing. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is just, you need to hug walls a bit more. If you're hugging walls, again, that's a great way of limiting the line of sight to the enemies. Where you are, you're like right out in the open. You're as far from cover as possible. So one of the great things of cover, I kind of talked about this, but if I'm right here, let's go back so the Star-Lord's not in my way. If I'm right here, and the Strange is shooting me, and my health is low, and I need the Strange to stop shooting me, the only thing I have to do is go to the right a little bit. Right now, I'm not taking any damage. This one's, and then this is a shield, so you're not going to take damage here, right? That's a great thing about hugging corners, hugging walls. If you're right in the middle of the open, the only way you can stop taking damage is if you use an ability, right? And then you have to use it defensively, and then you don't have it for later. It's a 10-second cooldown, and yada yada yada. Try to use cover. One of the hardest parts about playing Thing is getting into your effective range. And the way to think about that is you move from corner to corner or cover to cover. So if you just take every single map in the game and you break it down like this, right? So there's a corner here, there's a corner here, there's a corner over here, can't quite see, and then there's a corner over here, right? So if we turn, now we can move from this corner, and then we can move to this one, and then we can move to this one, and then we can move to this one, now looking that way, right? Now looking this way. Then we move to the next one. We can use the corner of the payload here. This one's great. Back to this one, right? Slowly working our way forward. Let's talk target priority for a second here. We've been hitting this Hulk, right? Let's look at what it looks like from Hulk's perspective. Look at his health. We bring him down maybe about 100, 150, right? Now, if we look at, I don't know, magic, 150 down here would be to here. That's scary. This, not scary. This, very scary. Try to hit the targets that are going to give you max value. Oh, that was... Ooh, okay. Yeah, I don't mind that. Because your team has a follow-up. Your team has a follow-up. This is great. Your team's together. Your Star-Lord is ulting. Oh, the Hulk made a good play. But your team is here, and you also stop the White Fox ult from healing. I don't mind that. It was a good attempt. Shift back, or dash back. Okay. Dash onto the Hulk. I don't mind that. Hulk is making good plays. So if you're going to try to stop a Hulk, you need to drop down your circle where people are going to, where your team is going to be standing the way he wants to go, right? So if you had dropped the circle, the Hulk ulted here, you can shift back to like here. If you drop your circle here, now he's just stuck. This was the moment, right? Right here. You drop your circle here. Now he's just stuck and he can't get to the people. He has to back up, then charge it up, then go over, and then it's going to earthbound him on the way over. So he's going to overshoot it, hit the wall, bounce down, and then it'll just be a lot easier. But chasing him around and punching him, again, it's like the same problem, right? We can do like 150 health down, that's like 1/10 of his health bars. Too much. So the better thing to do, drop the circle, maybe use one of these to keep somebody safe, right? So you can damage reduce or put a damage reduction on those people. But just chasing around punishing, it doesn't really work. He exiles and jumps out. That's a terrible strange ult. Okay. So here again, we're not really using cover, right? We're right in the middle of this and in no man's land. You can be right next to this bus, and then you charge up your right click, pop out, hit. You know, it goes bong, and then you scoop back. Charge it up, bong, scoop back. You can do that here. You can do that here. You can do that here. You can turn the corner and try to do it here a little bit. But like where you are, way too open. We're taking up so much. We're taking so much damage and so much of our teammates' healing resources. Oh. Nice. I like the attempt there. Try to stop Neymar Bubble. Okay, they portal, but they don't have strange ult. Luna, nice. I love that. I don't mind that at all. You saw the Luna, you ulted, and now she's forced to ult. Great ult. Good. We get back to our support ult. Good lord. Huh? Body block. I don't like these. This is a really bad habit. You got to stop using this dash here. It's just going to get punished in higher elo. You either use it to get out or to stop somebody from diving and like cut off momentum. But like I feel like you just use it in like team fights a lot. Really not good. Yeah, there's no reason. Good ult. This is tense. Damn. Hey. Good. Nice dash. That was fantastic. I love that. Another great use of the dash. You heard the strange ult. CC immunity. Body block him. Get in his way. Yeah. Put on your circle. Dash this. That I wouldn't mind. Now I would mind it. Just while he's in his big ult, not when he's baby Bruce. Hard fought. Okay, go take space now. So there's this huge misconception of like 3 on cart. Everybody push cards. Like, no, you don't want to do that. In this game, you want to leave maybe one person on cart. Ideally, it would be a DPS, like a long range DPS. And then you want to take your tanks and your supports, and you want to find the choke point on the map. And you want to start here. On this map, it's not as clear. If you have plenty of time, you can start here. Sometimes it'll be down here or here, okay? And then once they start pushing, then you just back up to the next choke point right here. And that's going to slow them down. It's going to force them to use resources to get out of this choke point. It's a lot easier to see on other maps. So, even on first point, right? So let's go back to first point. Let's say you get the kill, just like that, and now you have the option of either sitting on cart right here, or walking all the way up to this choke point. You should walk up to this choke point 100% of the time, right? It's the same thing here. Please don't sit on cart. It's not good for you, especially as a tank. Go take some space and then back up if you need to. Now, don't go too far. Part of this is limit testing at the beginning of a game where you're like, okay, we got a kill. Let's go try to take some space and see if my team follows me, right? If your supports don't follow you, if they just want to say 3 on cart, then instead of going all the way up here where I recommended, right? Because we don't want to push past here for sure. Instead of going all the way to here, maybe go like right here. And that way you're still taking some space, and it's better to be on this side, but you're still taking some space, but you're not putting yourself in danger of dying because your team won. That's how it works. Stop doing that. Please stop doing that. Here, this would be a good spot to drop your dash circle. Here, it doesn't do anything. Here, you're stopping the Wolverine kidnaps and the Hulk from jumping out. Not a terrible ult. I think it would have been better to just use the dash circle there instead. So with Thing, I could be wrong about this, so we should probably double check the numbers, but if it's a squishy, by a squishy I mean somebody with like 275 HP or 300 HP, not Luna while she's ulting, 50, stuff like this, not a tank. If it's a squishy, I believe you do more DPS if you just do primary fires instead of the haymakers. So here, the better option would actually just be to primary fire. 30. Whichever one is not the big charge. I would need to double check it. Go take the space. Now again, they can clean this up. It's just one person. Go start holding this choke point. They did it to you guys, and it's really hard to get out of here. Let them walk out of that choke point for free. Oh my Lanta, you gotta kill him. Careful, you're down Ultron. Hey, good. Nice attempt, but now you're gonna get yourself killed because you don't have your dash. Okay, they didn't punish you. You're fine. I don't mind that as much. This is not terrible. There's so many people here. We're holding the choke point. There is a chance that works, but at the same time, it is your only escape option. So. Doesn't end up working out. Well, you have a strange, so hopefully they're portaling. Why? 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 What? Oh, you're so panicked. You're so panicked. Okay, so let's talk about overtime. The way overtime works, as long as you touch the point, the payload, the point, capture point, anything like that, while there's 3 seconds left, it will activate overtime. And you just have to touch it. You can touch it at 3 seconds and then leave, and then when those 3 seconds are gone, it will still activate overtime. Okay? Don't do this. Don't rush it. Also, you're playing Thing, right? And you don't have your dash. You can wait 3 seconds. This will still be at 7. We'll walk up to here. Maybe once you get to here, now we just dash on through, circle around a couple times. Boom. Portal's ready. Ult's ready. Now we can do things, right? Don't do this. Please. Also, make sure that we don't, like, throw our fundamentals out of to just out of the boat, right? So like here, we just walk off into the middle of the open where everybody can see us. We don't use our cover. We just panic, walk forward by ourselves, and then like, oh, die instantly. So, unfortunate. That's probably it. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So, a lot of information there. Take it slow. I hope it helps. Use sticky notes. If you have any questions, let me know. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Take care. God bless. Catch you guys next time. Bye. Oops, I did not save that. All right, what should we call this one? We talked about so many different things. Bro, my game is so... My streaming game is so off now. What's up, Jake? Good? I talked about so much I don't know what to title this one. Fundamentals, I guess. Like I've already said that though. But who cares? I'm gonna say fundamentals. It is what it is. Alright, what should we do? What should they work on first? From the ground up? Oh, that's good. Like that. Alright, we can either do another Reddit VOD review, or we can jump over and do quick play with people on the server if people are down. You can just like stop streaming to do that, or we can do, I guess, the rank, or I could play ranked. I'll never understand people banning Gambit last or not, or Dino last. I guess so. Yeah, a GM1. Diamond. This one. Oh, it's 3 games, 2 decent ones, but I feel like I could have played much better. This is a loss. $80. Oh my. I don't know. They are asking for game sense advice though. Cat, Spidey, and Bucky, but I play Spidey the best. Okay. Yeah, if they're asking for... Okay, I'll do that. I would assume this is our... President. We are. Hello everybody, welcome back. We have another VOD review. Today we have a Diamond 1 Spidey. They say need some advice to reach GM3, hopefully GM1. I've been hard stuck Diamond 1 no matter the reason, starting to find it real frustrating. Only got back to the game seriously last month though. I haven't played since last July. Anyway, I feel like I need to break through and someone of higher elo to give me game sense advice. Of course have to and continue to work on my mechanics, but I feel like better game sense can make me reach GM1 at least. I'm not sure though. Also, I cycle through Cat, Spidey, and Buggy, but I play Spidey the best. Okay, so you are going to know more about Spidey specifics than I do, for sure. So I'm not going to comment on Spidey micro almost at all. I will only talk about macro big game sense. So with that, let's go see what we can do. Our team is portaling. Actually, don't mind this. Our team is portaling. An annoyance. This is all great. I love this. Great. I don't like your target priority here. But I mean, it's working, so take those. Those far, so good. Oh, I would go after the Punisher. He's back now. Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. Almost. All right, let's talk about this. So, what can we be doing? Okay, I feel like it's really important to mention that you need to be doing what your character does best. Okay? Now, we over here, we attack the Magneto and the Penny, but there was a Punisher that we could have attacked. Your character is best to attack the Punisher, right? You don't do too much damage. So a tank that you can't really pull out of position because they're already out of position, it's not really great use of your specific abilities as Spidey. Standing on point, also not a good use of positions. Whenever you're doing this, what I want you to do, you're on PC, right, is hold tab and watch the enemy team, okay? If we're holding tab and we're watching the enemy team, what do we notice? We see right here, oh, they have a Strange. They're going to portal, right? So here, you definitely need to be going off and canceling that portal. There are a couple characters who can do this. Spidey's the best at it. Hulk can be pretty good. Angela's pretty good at it. Always keep that in mind. Whenever you're about to capture a point, don't stand on point. Go do that. Other people can stand on point. You can be here, all up here or wherever. Again, I'm not going to talk about like Spidey micro because I play Hulk, so I'm just going to jump straight in. But go to a spot and then you see, hey, look, Strange is trying to portal. You know, grab him, pull him, no more portal. You guys get the point. Okay? My team keeps standing on cart. In GM1? Brother, what? Hey, we get the kill, though. You guys get the point? Fair enough. Oh, unfortunate. I like the idea here. I mean, I think they just played well. I don't mind this at all. You're Spidey. That's what Spideys are supposed to do.
But today I'll make an exception.
Your team has a huge advantage here. Stop doing this. Okay. I think I'm seeing a common pattern is you get there, right? You get to point, but then you don't take a second to look and observe the situation. Just take a second to observe. Because if we stop for half a second, we see there is a Magneto, who's not a good target for Spider-Man. There's a Wolverine attacking a Groot, who, you know, we can actually really help here. And then over here, there's an Iron Fist, right? So out of the 3 options, we picked the worst one because it's the first one we see because we don't even look. What's up, Squid?
I'm not a vengeful
So
person.
please just take a second, like look around, observe the situation. And we see Wolverine, Iron Fist, and Magneto. Pick the right one, then do it. What's up, Care Bear? How's it going?
Nice.
I don't even mind that. That's fine. I do just want to say, like, if we had noticed and went after the Iron Fist, maybe our White Fox isn't alive. Or is alive, right? Oh, Moon Knight. The other thing here is whenever you're getting ready to dive, right? What you're doing here, it's called staging. So you're setting up. While you're setting up, you're checking out what the enemy team has. You're picking the right target. You're also coming in from the right angle. You're getting close in a situation. Spidey doesn't do that as much because he can zip across the whole map. But you also want to make sure you have full health. Like, especially on Spidey, because you can go anywhere, right? So one thing you can do is you can stand here and just press the X button or whichever button you have bound to say, I need healing. Cloak shoots you once. Now you're full health. That can actually help a ton. Try to stream next week. Good luck, Jake. Hope it goes well. The other thing there is, like, Spidey wants to be in big open areas as often as possible.
I'm not a vengeful person.
But yeah, the second you're like in an enclosed space, your ability to get out is significantly reduced. So try to stay in open spaces if you can. There's the only one who's attacked. Is there a resource? Torch. Whoa. All right. Once again, though, we make the same mistake, right?
I'm not a vengeful
We leave spawn and we attack the first thing we see. And then we go down here and we leave this area. And we attack the first thing we see, which is Magneto. And then we leave the area and then we attack the first thing we see. Just like chill. Take half a second, okay? Use the third person camera. So if you stand here for half a second and you look around and you're you know, Spidey's right here and you use your camera and you see, okay, they have some people over there. That's only half of the equation. What's my team doing? Okay. So watch, oh goodness. Watch this. All right. While you come in and ult, you actually do get the kill, but this is not going to work against like high GM people because this Luna is just going to freeze you. The Magneto is just going to bubble the Luna and the bubble's going to keep her alive. The Wolverine's going to kidnap you and you're going to die. Okay? This is not going to work. Now imagine for half a second that instead your Groot is here. Who's this? Bucky? Your BP has already staged and is like here ready to dive in or is attacking the Moon Knight. And then your White Fox and your Angela are here and they're all already attacking. Right now that the Magneto is distracted, he has to use his bubble on himself and he's doing something else. The Wolverine's trying to kidnap the Groot. The White Fox and the Luna are trying to keep their Magneto alive. The Iron Fist is tackling their team, right? So if we just time this properly, you're going to get so much more value. Okay? And then the counterplay is going to be significantly less because people are distracted. Also, you force out White Fox TP here, which is a really long, really good cooldown, and you have 2 other divers. right? You have a BP and an Angela, wherever she is, right? But they can't take full advantage of it yet. See, the Angela misses because you're just a little too fast. You gotta be really careful as Spidey, because that speed can be a double-edged sword. Something you can do as well, whenever White Fox ults, you can actually just pull her up. She takes a long time to fall back down, and she can only heal when she's like hitting the ground. She can only really heal when she's hitting the ground. Okay, going for the Luna. I like this. Ooh, good freeze by their Luna. Get out. It doesn't even matter that you didn't get the kill, because you ended up getting what you wanted anyway. Luna died, so I love it.
Still a chance to stop them.
Oh, she TP'd. Ooh, okay. Look out for things like this. Whenever you're playing against a specific support, look out for their defensive resource cooldowns, right? So we actually don't notice, but you can see right here. This is something to look out for. Whenever the shield is out, that means White Fox no longer has a TP, and she's way more vulnerable. Invis, whenever her shield breaks, whenever she doesn't have her push, right? Those are like really obvious things. Luna, whenever she doesn't have her freeze. If we're paying attention to that, we know not only is White Fox over here, but she's also doesn't have it. Hey, now Magneto doesn't have a bubble. Almost get that kill. Nice. Okay. Yeah, they do. They definitely have their mechanics down, for sure. Still keep working on the mechanics, though. Never give that up. Always practice. Especially on a character like Spidey. This, we're ready, and we're waiting. I love this. Just wait for the opportune moment. Jake, what are you gonna stream? You gonna stream like, I don't know, Resident Evil or something? I'm kidding. Yep, there goes Magneto. Hey, don't ult. Just wait. Just wait.
Don't give them another inch, or else.
What did I say about enclosed areas? Be really careful in enclosed areas. Also, homie, you are the fastest character in the game. Just go get a health pack. Like, you can get a health pack anywhere on the map. There's one in here. I'm pretty sure there's one, like, down here somewhere. Where is it? Up here? I'm missing my health packs. One there. There, we already showed. There's one up here. Somewhere. There. I think there's something down here. Shoot, you can go to spawn. Like know the health packs better than I do, for sure. And like, go get a health pack. There's no reason to take this fight when he can heal and you can't. You're at 37 health. Let it go. Those and maybe some VOD reviews. Nice. Should be fun. So something you can do is to try to like force out those cooldowns. So if you're attacking White Fox, you can force her to TP, then you can ult. Same thing with Luna. If you're attacking a Luna, you force her to freeze, try to dodge it, then you can ult. The thing is, when you want to ult a Luna, you want to make sure that she has to flick to cancel your ult. Flick to freeze, right? If you come at from this direction, the movement that she has to do with her mouse is from forward to slightly up. And that's pretty easy, right? Versus if she's standing here and now you ult in the same spot. Now she has to go from here all the way to there and flick, right? So, and just as Jake is saying, she also has to look away from her team. Absolutely. This is Diamond 1.
Now I've got something to prove.
Right. Your Wolverine is dead. Your tank is retreating. Your other tank is dead. Please don't dive in. Please don't go straight in.
After my step.
Okay, I'll allow that. But beware that when you start playing against like high GM people, you make it into GM, you can get punished for that and die. Just beware of that. Sucks. Nice, good pull. Poor Magneto. I hate when people do this to me. So. Hey, we know White Fox has ult. Okay, she ults. Man. We know Ultron is ult. Oh my goodness, I just realized they have an Ultron. You need to be attacking flyers. If they had an Ultron, Ultron should take priority. He's the easiest to kill on their team. And if you kill him, his healing stops. And if you're not, if you're forcing the Luna to look up to heal the Ultron, she's not healing her team. He's looking to pull Fox. That's great. But for the rest of it, a great pull. But yeah, target the Ultron. Not thing. Go hit this guy. And also read chat. Jake always makes good points. And so does everybody else in this channel who drops. So the way it works in high elo is like any flyer, Torch, Ultron, Iron Man, they hate it when an enemy Spidey's on the game because the flyer just literally doesn't get to play the game. Just bully a flyer. Anything that flies is free spider food. Yeah, for sure. You almost kill him through the ult. Crazy. Thank the Lord the Angela helped you. Stop shooting thing. Luna just passed you. Oh, your target priority is so bad. There we go. There you go. I would ult. Yeah, good ult. I love that ult. I don't mind that at all. I don't mind that at all. I think it was just a little slow. But look at what happens when you attack the Ultron, okay? Look at this from their team's perspective. So you jump on the Ultron, and your Angela's on the other two, okay? Now Ultron has to drop down where he's vulnerable to the other people on your team. They don't take advantage. That happens. But he does have to drop down. Now the White Fox has to start healing the Ultron instead of healing the Thing. The Luna is now healing the Ultron instead of healing the Thing. Now the White Fox has to TP to the front. The Thing dies, right? So you've successfully killed the Thing, even on triple support. And then the White Fox has to TP, which is a 12-second cooldown, so now she doesn't have that. All that's just before even the ult. I do think if you ult slightly faster, you kill him there.
I gotta do better this time.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
One micro thing you can do, which again I don't know if you're doing this already or not, because again I don't know Spider Micro, but I would watch top level Spider players and just look at specific map rollouts and see like where you want to go. That can help a lot. Nice.
The current score is 0
You guys win this?
to
You want to try to do losses for VOD reviews? I thought this was a loss. I'm confused. That's what I thought, Jake. But yeah, again, I don't know Spidey Micro. So.
Put some pep in my step.
That's why I said it, because I was like, this doesn't feel right. Lord. All right. So a couple things. This point is probably pretty difficult for Spidey because again, he likes the open areas. I would watch a top level player and see how they navigate this area because they might play out here, honestly, like hide in a spot and then ambush once their team gets closer. But yeah, you also, a couple things, as Jake is saying, I totally agree. You want to steal the health pack. So right here, when you see this, it's like, I want to go to it as quick as possible. The second thing is, in a fight like this, when it's a 1v1 on a duelist, you need to have a ticking clock in your head. Okay, if you're on your space, right? If you're over here, then the ticking clock is in your favor because it's likely that your support looks your way and helps you and makes it a 2v1. If you're in the enemy's area, the ticking clock is against you. And you're like, at this point, literally, I would shoot one thing as I'm trying to get out because I know my time is over. It's very likely that one of these supports looks over and heals him. Now, it's actually insane that they don't. And again, this will just be a high level thing. Like once you hit GM, these supports will 100% look for half a second, toss him 2 healing things, and then he'll kill you. But yeah. So yes, mechanically you probably could have killed them, but I wouldn't have even taken this fight in the first place.
the Punisher's down.
Spider Sling.
A little micro thing. You probably know this, but just in case you don't, whenever you see this around somebody's health bar, that means they're CC immune. So think like Groot when he has Iron Wall, Emma Frost when Diamond Form, the Thing in general, he can't be pulled, right? Hulk when he's in his ult. So I just want to point that out. It is nice to know for that.
The Punisher's down.
Spider Sling.
Actually, don't mind you pulling him back in here. I love this. This is great. I can do one right now, Squiddy. I'm chilling today, so.
Crack the whip.
Okay, I don't mind this. Just punish the Hulk. Yeah, we can do one after this. Oh, get out. Just get out. Just get out. Okay, good. Yeah, nice.
That put some pep in my step.
Take the 1v1. I don't mind being super focused on the Star-Lord. You are denying him a lot. Ooh, that's unfortunate. We're denying the Star-Lord access to our team, and also, again, on this point, it's like everything's in closed areas, so you have to be really careful about where you pick your spot. So going in here, knowing, okay, if I'm going to escape, like this isn't really a good option because Spidey wants long verticals, right? So this would have to be this way and then use another one to get to here. And then, like, it's just not good. So try to avoid this if you can. Fight in these open areas. Use walls like this. Jump around that way. Because you just can't cut off line of sight well. Nice job by their White Fox.
Now I've got something to prove.
Ooh.
This is real firepower!
Okay, almost. I think it'd be easier for Spidey to cut off Star-Lord instead of chasing.
My step.
That's fair. I don't mind that.
Oh, sorry. Fresh out of armor packs.
I wish you would go for the cloak here. I think here they have a cloak ult, and then you see her end her ult right here. I think it's totally worth it to pull cloak, try to get her out of her ult, and try to get the kill. At the very least, you're gonna force her to use her fade. And like going after a Groot is just, it's not helpful. Okay, time to get out. Just get out. Just get out.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man.
I don't like it. It's not going to do anything. You need your team to be here first. D'Angela's the only one there. Now, if you waited until the last second... Oh, no. And your team even portaled. Ah. All right, so what do? Let's back up. So we've established that was bad. Now let's say, what could we have done instead? First of all, we could have attacked the cloak, gotten the fade out instead of attacking. Okay, already talked about that. Now our cloak dies, and then our white fox dies, right? So hopefully we're paying attention to the kill feed, and we see, all right, both my supports died. My team's about to fall over. What I would do in this situation is I would find a spot where you're perfectly hidden, and I would not move. Okay, a lot of people in this game, the only way they'll find out you're there is if you move with, you know, footsteps, with sound. On this map, it's a little different because of the scanning thing. You can see people through walls. So I would instead get you into a position where they can't directly come and kill you, but you can still touch point, which is super easy on Spidey. I'm sure there's billions of spots all across the map where you can touch. Then I want you to give 2 ticks. It's called giving 2 ticks. All right. So if you look right here, this is 1 tick and this is a 2nd tick. If you don't know how this works, when somebody's capping the point, it will go up and up and up and up. And then if it stops and people leave the point, it will go back down to 0 unless they get one of the ticks, right? So now that they've gotten a tick, see how now this whole thing is filled in? Now if they leave, it'll start again here, okay? So you give 2 ticks. Then I want you to touch point at the last possible second, okay? On Spidey, it might be a little different. You might want to go to like here because you're really quick, easy to die. So you zip in, touch point, zip out, zip in, zip out. And that's going to give your team the maximum amount of time to portal. The second thing is we got to be holding tab to see, okay, is our team portaling, right? Hopefully they call it out in comms, I'm a portal, things like that. Then you just wait. You give those 2 ticks. Then you jump in at the last possible second. Then you have your ult. Then your team is there with the portal. Then they can all follow up on your ult and things would be so much better. We're just a little impatient and we could have saved the point here, but instead we die. Unfortunate.
Now I've got something to prove.
Okay, good target priority on the cloak already. She fades. Just get out here. This is no bueno. A lot of the times with Spidey, you have a small window of opportunity, right? You jump in, you almost kill the cloak. Now your window of opportunity is closed because the white fox is looking at your cloak to heal and looking at you to do damage. I think the rocket is somewhere around here. Rocket is healing from a distance, right? And so your opportunity is now gone. Just get out and look for the next opportunity. Don't try to like, oh, but she's low. Like, in higher elo, these people are going to heal each other, and your opportunity is now gone. If you stick around, you're just going to die and, like, not get the kill anyway. Now, that situation is completely different if you're playing, like, Venom or, you know, Hulk or Cap or things like that, because you can stay in for a long time. Spidey can't stay in for a long time. Show up with your opportunity. Try to get the kill. If you don't get the kill, the opportunity's over. Get out. Get ready for the next one. Okay, got the kill. Again, like, don't just start brawling. Just get out here, right? You got the kill. You can climb up to here. Then look again. Look for your opportunity. because now we can pick a target. There's a Groot here with an ult. I don't want to be near that. There's a Rocket here with 82%. That looks pretty juicy. Star-Lord, he's already being attacked. Who is this? Hulk, he's already being attacked. Not really my job, right? This is a clear target, but we never can make that decision if we don't look and observe. We just attack the first thing we see. And we get punished.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
I'm not a vengeful person, but today I'll make an exception. Strange is at it again. Portal. Put some pep in my step.
Boz Green, if you want to join the Discord, I have a section for VOD review requests. The link to the Discord should be on the channel description. Or, you know, channel links.
With the amazing Spider-Man.
Oh, nice. Okay, now get out. Right? This is good. I like this. You're staying where you're close in an open area. You're out of the way of the support ult, and you're looking. This is great, but stay here because there's no opportunity. Now there's an opportunity. Great, and you find it. Oh, she's terrible, and you killed her for it. Amazing. That was only possible because you stepped back and looked. So, yeah, not bad. Really, I think like your number one thing is just chill out, look for the opportunity first, like gather information, then go on the attack, and then attack with your team, right? When you're ready to ult, attack with your team. Your dives are going to go so much farther, and the attention you pull is going to be so much better. So that's going to be it for this VOD review for the YouTube video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. God bless. Catch you next time. All right, so that VOD review down. Squiddy, I think you wanted one. Let's jump back, and we need a name for this VOD review. Observe. Observe first. Diamond Spidey. All right. Probably be a good loss. Okay, and then what do you want to work on? Like, do you have an idea of like what's going wrong or no? Okay. Right, and what rank is this? Is high diamond, low GM. Gotcha. You the only one who has their name hidden?
You have to stop them from
They're what?
securing the
How do these people not have their names hidden? What is going on? Oh, just these two. Wow. You have a problem with consistency? Ooh, interesting. Yeah, I kept getting targeted. Well, smart. I think everybody should hide their name. Goofy when people don't. We're doing a review. Oh, thank you, Boz. Boz Green, thank you for the YouTube sub. Hope you're doing well. All right. Go. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We have another VOD review. This is High Diamond Low GM Support. They say they have a problem with consistency. Some days they have great awareness, and other days it's like it's gone. I bounce between GM 1 and 2. Oh, I probably said the wrong rank. So, anyway, GM. Let's see.
didn't make me who I am today.
This is console.
Family did.
Playing
I
it
really
is
hope this is important.
here. Ready to go. right? That's unfortunate. Interesting. Okay, ready to pull? Okay. I don't like that we haven't looked for aggressive opportunities yet. Invis is kind of a playmaker. She's not super great this season, but we can still make plays, right? So we've seen the Thor get close. A pull here might be okay. Not great, but definitely when the Star-Lord comes in, we gotta pull, right? Right here, he's going for it, and then now pull. Pull would be great. I like the attempt. At least we're attempting. Our ult. We're up 2. We're up 1 because of the res. Oh, there's a Luna there. Get the kill. Ooh, okay. So it's okay as a support to get a kill. When you see this, like watch this Luna, right? She gets hooked and pulled by Bucky. Just like as a team, just kill this Luna. Like your team is full health anyway. Even if they were low, it would be worth it to get the kill because like even if like let's say this Bucky dies because you stop healing the Bucky, but you kill the Luna, that's a super worth trade. He gets away. Oh, and then the pull there would have been good. Okay, we'll pay attention to. Oh, that's a terrible pull. Push. We'll pay attention to your ults, but yeah, your push here not good. We're not seeing like opportunities to be aggressive. A little slow on the ult. Not terrible. Not great though. I think if we just kill the Luna, we don't need the ult or anything. Now here I'd be sitting here with push ready. Be ready to push. Get the point though. Not your job. I don't like this. Okay. So you're in, you know, mid to high GM. These flankers and like off anglers, they need to know at this point that they're not in line of sight of their supports. And if they want healing, they need to come to you or get a health pack, right? Because what you're doing here by trying to help them is you're enabling bad behavior, right? Because they think that they're safe and they're gonna get full support, but you can't give that here because of the cover, the angle, the high ground, and you're gonna sacrifice a tank for this. So if they want healing, they gotta come to you. You're also walking out to the side. We see this perfectly illustrated here, right? In order to help this person, you just like are right in the middle of everything. So let it go. If they want healing, they gotta come to you. I like your positioning here, though. Missing these aggressive opportunities. Right here, everybody's bunched up. You could throw your shift if you haven't. Oh, you could throw your orb. I think you have it to LB. You could throw your orb right here and line up these 3 people. Like you're in such a good spot to get these kills and like, and you'd be helping your Strange live and everything. So we did a video on my channel a while back. I don't know if you're super active in the Discord, but we have a one above all support player named Okami in there, and he was playing down on like an alt in high GM low celestial, and he carried the crap out of that game. And so we did a video on my channel where we just analyze how a one above all player carries in a high GM low celestial lobby. And like the number one thing, they were playing Invis, I think the whole game. the number one thing was they were always looking for aggressive opportunities. Right? So they were keeping their team up at the same time, but then they also, if there was an opportunity for a kill, it was like they got it every time. Unfortunate.
Anyone willing to help?
Little micro thing there is if you throw up your shield, if you throw up your shield for Thor ult, I think it will stop the stun effect of hitting your tank there, your Emma. They'll still take damage, and your shield will break. If I'm your shield will definitely break, but they won't get stunned. Absolutely. Careful with this. Okay, now help your Emma. Look, aggressive opportunity there. Good pull. I like that pull. Okay, way to go invisible and just wait it out. I don't mind this at all. Fine. Yep. Keep your other support alive. Good pull. Love it. I don't mind that. It sucks that our Deadpool died. Okay. Dire, get out. Okay. Get out. Good. I don't see you doing B hops. That'd be a good thing to learn. I know it's harder on controller. The life of an invis? Weird. I don't mind that. Nice. I love the attempt on the shield there. Our team is just like really split up. Push. Yeah. That's tough. I think you played well there. Okay, now we're going to try White Fox. Let's see how White Fox goes. Now, White Fox, even more so than Invis, you really need to look for opportunities to be aggressive and make plays. Somebody's got to deal with this Iron Man. We have done here. So, let's talk a couple White Fox specific things. You want to try to not shoot the floor if you can. Whenever White Fox primary, whenever she uses it, she gets one bounce and hits 2 targets. Okay? So, hit the floor, hit the target, right? So 2 targets. Or you hit the person and then hit another person and bounces to another person, right? If you, the first time it hits something, it does the most damage and the most healing. The second time, it does less damage and less healing. So if you shoot the floor like this, the 50 health is getting eaten by the floor, and then the 30 health is going to the person. So you reduce the amount that you're healing by a significant portion. I don't trust my aim as much. Yeah. Yeah, that's like the caveat is like, okay, it's better to get the 35 healing than 0 if you're going to miss. But ideally, we want to get that. Now, what else could we have done here? We have a Iron Man shooting from above. Have a Star-Lord from behind. A lot of the times, the best path here is to actually just run forward and get into this area. It can work as a support. It gives you a little bit of cover. Sometimes it's contested. Most of the time it's not. But really, you want to try to avoid staying in this as much as possible, especially if you're getting shot from other sides. The other thing is, as White Fox, you can contest some of these off angles, right? You have a Magneto here, so turn and help your Magneto chase off the Star-Lord. Okay, he's gone. There's a Iron Man here. Stand behind your Magneto and shoot the Iron Man a little bit. Because if he takes a couple more shots, he has to move away. Sometimes that can be more effective than just spam healing your teammates who aren't doing damage to him. And then the other thing is, try to find... That also helps you if you're looking up at the Iron Man to see where the damage is coming from and how to block it, right? So if we step back to here, in this area, we're safe for the Iron Man, right? The last thing is, this really like cuts you off from your team because of the Iron Man and the Star-Lord. Now your team is way up here and you're back here. So in this case, the only option that we had to live here would be to TP to frontline, which is not a great option. And maybe TP here could save us, potentially, but I don't even think we have TP because we used it earlier. So a lot of problems there. Also, throwing up a charm up at the person who is either off angling or like the flyer can do a lot as well.
Down to 30 seconds. I am finished.
Generally struggles about flyers too. Interesting. I'm going to keep that for my own games. Thank you, Firelord. Okay. Please stop. You have 20 seconds left and you're the first person out there. You either need to walk back to portal or to jump through the portal, or you need to get ready to touch. Which right now you're just walking forward and you're probably going to get seen and die. Uh-oh. Low primary never is nice against fires. Very true. Very true. Hey, we're portaling? I don't like that. Ult. You gotta ult. Okay, good. Little late. Better late than never. All right, let's look at if there was any opportunities. Let's back up when we ulted. So whenever you ult, make sure you're spamming both primary fire and secondary fire. Because a lot of the times there's somebody in range anyway, and it will send extra healing and a bunch of extra bonus effects to them. So make sure we're spamming that when we're in our ult. The second thing is look for opportunities for kills. We have a half-dead Star-Lord and a half-dead Magneto. So turn here, and I would just start trying to kill at least one of them. You could also go for the Invis, who's in this area. Like, you have to use this ult aggressively. And then I think even if you just stuck on the Magneto, we might have the chance. Okay, now you need to melee form here. Okay. I was worried about us C9ing. That's fair. That's fair. If you're comfortable on comms, that's a great place for comms where you say like, somebody on point, I'm leaving point, right? And then somebody will come on and be like, I'm on point, you go. If you're not, which I don't a lot of the times, totally understandable. All right, here the high level thing to do would be either here the high level thing to do would be either to melee form, dash up here and support your Elsa, or TP to your Elsa and then be ready to melee form to get out. The way it works at like high level is a lot of the times the supports aren't with the tanks. So you have one support with the tank and then one with the off-angling DPS. So you have like Phoenix or Elsa or Punisher or Star-Lord or people like that. Which is exactly what's happening here. Which is why they're able to force the Elsa out. I believe the Strange and this was my duo and maybe the Phoenix. Oh, nice. Okay. That always helps.
Better stop that vehicle.
I haven't seen enough charms down main. So whenever we're in neutral like this and there's everybody lined up, you can see your whole team and like pretty much their whole team, just throw a charm out. It's only a 6-second cooldown. They don't have any like super hard divers, like maybe if this Star-Lord, but he's on main as well, right? So that's going to give you a bunch of ult charge. It's going to do a bunch of healing, it's going to do a bunch of damage, and ult charge. Now, if the situation was slightly different, where that Thor is always in your face, or the Star-Lord is always on a close off angle and like bothering you, then save it for that, for sure. But it is worth it to build ult charge quickly. Yay, Legends. Fun. Nice, okay. Forward, go help. What's up, Lou?
Better stop that vehicle.
That's one of my favorite things in games. Is just velocity. All right, we're talking about opportunities, right? We don't need to worry about C9ing. We have 10 seconds. We have the cart, and our Strange is once again ulting. One of the best things is, as White Fox, you just TP into your Strange ult and just go in melee form and find the closest thing to hit, right? It would also get us conveniently out of the Thor ult. Almost. Not terrible. Okay. How are you doing, Counter07? If that's your real name. It is. That's what it says on my birth certificate. For sure. Really? Good lord. That was just a good Wolverine ult and your team's kind of bad. I think we need to work on melee form. I haven't seen you use it well. Kind of been like, eh. Hopefully we'll see an opportunity for melee form.
Capture the mission area. Got it?
I feel like I wish you could see a win match because I feel my consistently changes so much. Well, we can talk about general how to get more consistent. It also really depends on like what's the problem of being consistent. Okay, your Strange is throwing. Please don't do that. Tell your duo. Oh. That I'm gonna work and stuff. I haven't started quite yet, but I can't stream as much because school is over. I got other things to do. Kiddo to hang out with. So I'm just doing a lot of yard work. You can see his ports, they're trademarked. Oh lord. We gotta think about consistency. So one of the biggest things about consistency is focusing on the idea is you have your A game, right? When you're just on it, you're playing really well. And then you have your F game where you haven't slept at all and you work 12 hours and you're exhausted, right? And then you have your C game where you're not super exhausted, but you're just not feeling great, right? When you're on your F game, you just don't play. You don't play ranked. It happens. You know, we all have lives going on, and this comes secondary. So when you're on your F game, just go sleep. Maybe play quick play. Mess around with Squirrel Girl. That's what I've been doing. Have some fun. When you're on your C game, you want to pay attention to what you're doing wrong, right? And write those things down. And notice, like, okay, normally when I'm on my A game, my positioning is really good. But when I'm on my C game and I'm playing, I die randomly a lot of times, right? So then that's something to pay attention to and be like, okay, I'm starting my gaming session. I'm feeling a little off. I know when I'm feeling a little off and I'm playing my C level game, my positioning usually goes out the window. Then we write that down. Now you can kind of pay attention to it and overcome that hurdle to raise the level of your C game up. So that's one way to do it. So it's actually really good to see the bad games, because that can kind of pinpoint like, oh, when I'm playing bad, this is kind of what goes wrong, right? So if this is an example of a bad game, you could say, like, your thing to write down would be, when I'm not playing well, I don't see aggressive opportunities, right? And then you kind of force your brain into that mode. I hope that makes sense. Here, I don't think we're being very intentional with our primary fires. We're just kind of spamming everywhere. We only have 15 shots, and like nobody's really in need of everything, so we're just kind of spamming everywhere. Now the Strange shows up in our backline, and we need to reload. Make sure we're being intentional with everything. This is another time to go for melee form. We have a Strange in our backline, and like right here, now that the Thor pushed in, I wouldn't TP, I would just melee form. Get close with one of the dashes of melee form and just start hammering on the Strange. He's probably not going to jump. You're going to get a bunch of healing in this out. It's like a mini ult, and you probably save your team here. Maybe. I mean, if this person portaled, then probably. But now our team's dead. Now just die, and there it goes. Saw 3 sky portals in GM1. Oh, Lord. I feel sluggish or I can't make decisions. I know I shouldn't play rivals. That's the way to do it. If my team doesn't need heals, I'll be spamming to get up charge. Fair, fair. You could also be spamming like damage, right? Bro, what is your duo doing? This actually makes me mad. Okay. I was about to get really annoyed. Spamming damage is what I meant? Okay, yes. Then we are on the same page, Jake. I totally agree. What is going on? Bro got deleted. Holy. I don't think you could have done anything to save him. Okay, good charm. I like that we're backing up pretty aggressively. Don't move forward at all. It's really important in this situation, if you want to hit like Celestial, to understand the momentum of the situation. Right here, you're backing up and you're doing the absolutely right thing. And this tiny misstep where you walk forward for half a second, really, really bad. I can definitely see how I'm not playing as aggressively as I should or using abilities intentionally. Yeah, that could just be the thing that that happens when you're off your game. Started playing with my fellow countrymen again and slowly but steady getting back to GM. Yo, good stuff, Lou. The Gambit. Yeah, he's not banned as often. Still worth a ban in high GM for sure. But good charms. Hey, you started doing the charms, like I said. Nice. There we go. Ult. Ult. Aggressive ult here. Loki lamps are already out. There you go. Okay. I don't like TPing and then ulting. The TP cooldown is 12 seconds. Your ult is 10. A lot of the times you want to be aggressive with your ult. And by the time you leave your ult, your TP isn't going to be back. So it kind of limits you. But it's situational. I'm not going to say never. Hey, we get out invis ult. I don't mind that. Okay, we have Luna ult now. Melee form. Melee form is a mini ult. Okay, this is a really bad habit that I see white foxes do all the time. They do these like mini TPs to people to do like burst healing and throw up the shield. Yeah, this is almost never good. Like it's a really bad habit. I'm not gonna say never. I'm gonna say almost never, because like there are situations. You know, Strange is ulting, Iron Man's ulting, something like that, where you can throw up the thing. Use the charm. Use the melee form. The TP is for getting out. Really bad habit. Oof. You got it. I believe in you. Unless you can block ult. Yeah. That's what I was saying, like Strange ult, Iron Man ult sometimes. You guys are getting absolutely bopped. Team is almost. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're almost here. Hello. Ah, what a game. Nice, good pull. You love to see it. Nice try. We mess up the execution, but we're paying attention. We have our ult. One thing I'm not sure if we're doing, I just want to mention this, is I hope we're ult tracking. And especially since we switched to invis, our priority for how we use our ult is different. Now they have a Star-Lord, right? So we definitely need to hold this for Star-Lord. Especially now. Try to keep a timer in my head? Okay, perfect. I do want to mention that. Okay. The next thing is, here's another perfect opportunity to look for offensive opportunities. We have a support ult going, right? So, like, our team's very unlikely to die. So, go get a kill. Start shooting these people, right? Like, your team doesn't need your healing. Go do damage. Ult. You got ult. You got ult. You got ult. Oh, too late. Oh. I don't know why your Luna ulted early. That really screwed you up, because she needed to ult for momentum, and then you needed to ult for Star-Lord. So not only do we mess up the ult timing slightly and our team still dies, but now, so that's going to lose us this fight. And then because your Luna ulted early and you had to ult for this instead of Luna, now this Star-Lord ult's going to kill everybody and you guys are going to lose. Oh, that sucks. Speaking of, I finally started to track ults. Work in progress, but were you? Good stuff, Lou. Dude, it's such a game changer once you get used to it. Yay! No 3 on cart. Good stuff. And here it comes. 3, 2, 1. Star-Lord ult. Star-Lord ult? Where? Bro, where is homie? Here it is. Okay. Oh, Magneto. But it's not going to be enough. Oh, Magneto actually gets the kills. But it's still not enough? Maybe? Maybe? Oh. People don't know I've been getting fodder. I'm glad it's helping, Lou. Ooh, that's an interesting portal. I don't think I've ever seen a portal there before. I like it. I might steal that. Good reposition here. Uh-oh. Okay, your Luna has to ult. That's... Oh. Oh. Alright, so in a situation like this, I think you just panicked. If I had to guess, you're just panicked. You were like trying to find safety. And then you were like, okay, now I'm kind of feeling that this is safe. And then we turn and we see there's actually somebody there, so it's not safe, but we want it to be safe. So then we push to try to make ourselves safe, and then immediately get punished for using our push for something bad. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Yeah. That's my read. So it's really hard. Whenever a portal is in the game, and they portal behind, like they did, the map like flips in a weird way, and you have to find safety and work to find it. Or you have to be okay with the chaos and the brawl. So, this is, I think, mid to high GM. So yeah, try not to panic. Try to find little safe corners. This map is really difficult, but pillars up here, this area is not bad. A lot of the times over here can work. It wouldn't have worked in this situation, obviously, because of the portal. But try to find those pillars and those random safe spots. You can even dance around the payload a little bit. But the one thing you can't do is panic and throw our abilities when we don't need them. No bueno. All right, let's see. Gotta be hop. All right. So, yeah. How to be consistent. Look at what happens when you are not playing well, and then focus on those things and recognize I'm not playing well now. So let me reorientate my focus. That's what I would say. Yeah, I hope it helps. There's a lot of tips in there. Thank you for submitting the VOD. Take care. God bless. Thank you. I appreciate everything you said. Good stuff. I think you have a good support. I think you just work on those things that are on your off days, and you'll get there. Good luck hitting Celestial. Take care. God bless. Catch you next time. Bye.
Final score, 3-2.
Okay. Another VOD review down. What do we call that one? Consistency? Or how to be consistent? Be consistent. A GM support. We are another review down. Now, did that other person post a VOD review request? I think they joined the Discord, but they didn't post one. Weird. Indeed, Lou. Indeed. All right. I think I'm done with VOD reviews. You guys want to play some quick play? Is anybody down? I don't think a lot of people are on right now because it's like Saturday. It's Sunday. I'm at work right now. Oh, no worries, boss. No worries. Yeah, just to play some quick play. I think so. We've done some VOD reviews now. All right, we got one. Okay, Firelord's gonna get up. All right, Jake, you go to sleep because it's probably super early and you have to, or super late and you have to wake up early. Yeah, it's yeah. Oh wait, no, you called in for tomorrow, right? Oh, I hope you're feeling better. I'm sorry you're feeling sick. Things go well. Oh, Hollow's on. Sorry you're feeling so awful that you had to call in to work, Jake. Alright. Should I end the stream then? Or join quick play next time? That's a promise? Sounds good, Lou. Oh, lame. Sorry, Jake. Expect nothing less. Alright, have a good one, Lou. Level 5. Level 6. Amazing. I'm a game, but you sleep. Alright. Have a good one, Lou. Enjoy your gaming time. Yeah, I think we'll end the VODs there. Maybe we'll just end the stream. Unless we stream. Yeah, I'll just go into the Discord. So that's gonna be it for today's random Sunday stream. I enjoyed it. I miss streaming. Hopefully next Sunday I can do another random stream, and then Friday I will try really hard to stream and, or at the very least, be available for the Cov Club customs for the new patch. May or may not work. So, of course, good luck, Squiddy. Take care. God bless. Wait. Oh yeah, on Friday. In the customs. But yeah, that's it for the stream. Take care. God bless. See you guys maybe next Sunday or Friday. See ya.